Welcome back from our lovely break. To everyone listening or watching, I hope you all had lovely winter break from when we disappeared. Uh, Welcome to, I believe now, episode 6 of The Fallen Stars. We just double-checked our notes a little bit before this, so Rue, do you want to maybe do like a really quick recap
Oh,
of things that happened?
shit. Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Yeah, okay. So, the last session started with Yahli and Caspar making eye contact, which sucked. And after a little bit of an embarrassing moment, Yahli fell back into the downstairs of our home, while Caspar attempted to eavesdrop in a really stupid way, failed, and got embarrassed. I think the core bits of it really is Yahli not remembering what the sewing kit that Kessa gave her was used for, finding a bit of shiny thread on the tapestry, running her thumb over it, and taking a memory from someone that is, in fact, not her. And after some discussion with Caspar and Kessa, they decided they needed to head to see Simon, or rather go to the seer room. And when they arrived at Simon's, they did some investigation, found that the situation they were in was pretty bad, that Lyra, or the Lyra at least that Yahli and Caspar knew was a clone, and that to understand, one, how to unbound their memories from the tapestry, and two, find out where this Lyra is, they were going to have to use the seer room, and they could do it the quick way, or they could do it the slow way. They have picked the quick way, which is probably going to involve some damage. And then the two, I guess, main heroes went back to their abodes, or attempted to, and were hit with some emotional damage. Yahli in the sense of Isabel leaving, and Caspar in finding notes or letters from his family, inviting him to Catherine's, his sister's, royal wedding with Keller Thorin. And I think that's roughly about where we're at.
Okay. Um. The uh the following morning, uh, both of you, uh, at your doors, get a solid knock. Um, and upon opening it, you each see one of the royal guards. Um, they're summoning you back to the palace to choose your new party member.
Hey, that's earlier than I thought.
I mean,
Should have
yeah,
expected it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But who's the new party member?
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, you guys get back the to the palace, uh, where Graham and Nadia are kind of waiting outside the throne room for the both of you. And as you approach, Graham sort of opens a door into the throne room, holding it open for all of you as you enter, and you all stand before King Fren Elmira. Um, as always, Silo is stood next to him, um, but where the king in the past has been quite silent, letting Silo always speak for him, this time it appears that his granddaughter is not stood next to him, uh, and he takes this moment to address you himself. Silo has kept me updated about your journeys and the betrayal of Lyra. is a great misfortune. But nonetheless, we carry on our duties. I, with the help of my advisor, as well as some of the others in my court, have made a small selection of others that you might take with you on your future journeys. And he sort of raises a hand, and two people step forward out of the line of court members, and they both step in front of you and give light bows, and they both introduce themselves. There is a more spry, smaller-looking woman with auburn hair that's been tied in a tight braid down her back, who looks quite serious but holds a very polite smile, and who introduces herself as Remi Ogwin. And next to her is a bit of a broader man with wraps around his hands, hands clasped in front of him, looking not stern but very serious. And he introduces himself as Olin Lamette. Remi is a rogue, and Olin is a monk. So it is kind of up to you and your party members choosing if you would rather have a rogue or monk added to your team.
We can't choose both. Or can we? Can I do a... I had to ask. Can I do a little bit of an insight check? Are these people that I might know from my local community or something along those lines?
Go ahead and give me just a flat charisma check.
Okay. That is 22.
You know, Olin, he, you know him from a small, not quite a monastery, not quite like a church, but kind of like a meditation center that he has founded and been running since you arrived. It is also used as sort of like a martial arts center where he teaches his students. You know him to be someone who does not really cherish fighting. He teaches it as a necessity in a world full of dangers and cruel men, but he also teaches that it should only be used when necessary. You do know that he has not responded very fondly about news related to the underground fighting ring that you and your uncles run. However, he also is someone who can respect the free will and choices of others and has never been very outspoken against the fighting ring. He just never participates and does not ever encourage anyone to go, but he doesn't really discourage anyone going either.
He's a live and let live type of guy. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Uh,
Um,
Remy is someone who you have seen maybe twice. Um, in the last like 5 years. When you were very little, she was one of the people, one of the like older kids. She's only really older by a couple of years, but she was one of the older kids that kind of didn't really let you and your friends hang out with them when you were younger because you guys were babies and stuff like that. But then when she turned like 17, she just went off the radar for everyone. And you've only been able to spot her a couple of times during the winter holidays when she's been out in the markets and at the festivities.
Link, any ideas?
I'm thinking.
My thought aligns with at first. To be honest, selfishly, I was like, okay, Olin's probably a really fun person for Yahli to be around because they're not exactly opposites, but they probably rub each other the wrong way.
Do you want?
But I'm interested in what
Hmm.
Remy was doing now in that time.
Here's my thing.
Considering that she's a rogue.
Do you want my opinion, or do you want what Caspar's opinion would be?
I want both.
Okay, my opinion is we have a fighter, we have a warlock, I think. Warlock, ranger, I can't remember what she was.
Nadia is closer to a paladin.
Okay.
Paladin, okay. So we have very strong upfront martial classes, including you. So that's 3.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the one.
Well,
I say that Nadia is closer to a paladin because she does have less magic than a warlock. She's not strictly a magic user, but she's also not strictly like a frontline fighter.
I was gonna say she kind of gives more similar vibes to Olin in the sense of like she
Either
would
way,
obviously fight, but she seems like
either
she
way.
wants to avoid issues.
So
Either way.
your current setup is 2 frontline fighters, 1 midline, and 1 mage.
A rogue. Here's my argument for rogue, because I always think rogue should be in a party. I always think rogues fill. I think rogues fill a very specific niche that not many other members of a party can fill. They're very versatile, very important role play specific tools. At the same time, it's a very role play oriented campaign, and Olson's a really good choice for that. I think Remy is a better tactical choice, and I also think that Caspar knows that. He's distrustful, obviously.
Of
but
who?
Both of them.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I think, but so
I
you're
think
saying
Olson's
from a story
strong.
perspective, is it
These
Olin
are
or
them,
Olsen?
Caspar.
It's
Olson?
Olin.
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 A bit of a Mandela effect there.
Olin.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Olin's a really strong pick, but he already fills the niche that Yahli fills.
How
If
so?
we get Olin in,
he's like a direct. I will say he is the most obvious in terms of like story wise. He's a character foil to some extent. Like he's a pretty obvious.
I think Remy has the potential to be a character foil as well. I don't think it's prevalent right now.
If you guys want that information to help decide what you're picking, Olin is a good foil for Yahli, and Remy is a good foil for Caspar.
I was gonna say, I think that's probably the line that we're filling. Here's the thing.
You have foils already. Let me have this.
I was gonna say, this is what I was gonna say. I already have a lot of story built. I think we go with the Caspar line because I want to see how he grows more. I honestly think if we have someone actively challenging him or his status within the group, I think that's so much more beneficial for the story as a whole. Because I already have two women that hate me, some dude trying to steal my bitch, and like I don't know. Graham is a fighter. We're both on the same line. Nadia scares the shit out of me.
Graham is just chill as hell.
Nadia is basically like a carbon copy of Yahli's mom. So I feel like I already have a lot of story elements surrounding Yahli. I feel like we have to run the Caspar line, and I'm kind of leaning towards Remi anyway because I've never seen.
I was already leaning towards Remi because I think she is a better tactical choice.
I also think in the moment Yahli's gonna be like, oh, like I think Yahli would be more curious to know about Remi in more detail than Olin.
Caspar is not in a good mood today.
Okay, so we're going with Remi.
We're going with Remi.
We're going with Remi.
All right.
We're going with Remi.
Oh no.
I
hate making choices.
You two and Graham and Nadia kind of break from your little discussion circle and turn back. And Nadia, as she is wont to do, kind of takes the lead. I do think that we'll be taking Remi with us. I believe we have enough frontline fighters as it is. And Olin gives a bit of a deeper bow and returns to his spot on the side. And Remi sort of like nods and steps up into the group and turns and faces the king, who again addresses you. Now that that's settled, I can't say that I have much guidance on where to go next. With the reveal of Lyra's disloyalty, I believe there are some more concerns, particularly of who can be trusted in my inner circle and who cannot. I think it wisest that we begin to build up our allies in this world. Dolreim continues to grow in power. And they do test the boundaries of our borders and the strength of our men. I believe it best that we head north to speak with the kingdoms, request their aid in strengthening our defences. Perhaps they will have more information. I wish you the best. Again, you have free access to any resources that we have here in Elmira. And I thank you for your service and the risk that you take for the people here. And he stands and gives you all a nod and turns and leaves the room. And Silo sighs and approaches you. There are then, I suppose, two choices for your group. The two kingdoms to the north are Nemori and Varen. And if I do recall correctly, Nemori is the birthplace of Lyra. I'm not sure if we'll have many allies. However, it could be wise to return there and seek more information. If you wish instead to bolster our defenses first, in case things do not go as well as what we hope in Mori, then perhaps it is best to tend to Varen. Ask for aid. But the choice is ultimately yours, and what dangers you choose to face. I will not sway you either way.
Okay. We'll have a conversation.
He gives you a nod and a bow, and leaves, following after the king. So, we're hankering for a fight first, or politics?
I'm not very good at politics.
The matter of whether or not we go for politics or for conflict in the north depends on how patient you are. The northern families are a very particular bunch. Like the Kulson family, they are less peace-oriented than the king here. And with a desire of less peace comes a difficulty in diplomacy. Rather, I can attempt diplomacy if you'd rather, or if you'd rather try and tackle the issue at hand. It is up to your patience, and it is up to your ability to hold your tongue when matters most.
I can stay quiet when I need to be. Besides, I don't know that it's necessarily wisest to be stepping into the home turf of someone we just murdered.
We didn't really just murder her, though.
Yahli?
I mean, they should know. They're our party. They should. They're just as much in danger as we are.
Yahli wasn't upfront with you, with her nature, as much as we weren't. Recently, Yahli and I have learned of her nature. It seems that Lyra had created copies of herself across the kingdoms.
Mind you, using the clone room in this kingdom. Are we surprised?
So, it is entirely possible that there are two realities to our situation. The first is that Lyra is unaware of what happens to her clones until they return to her. And the second is that she is already well aware of what has occurred to her clone, and she has spread that knowledge to her kingdom.
And we don't really know how many clones she has. So, I mean, I guess if we went back to her hometown, we might find her, or we might not. We might run into another clone. And if we do run into a clone, I mean, we don't know how hostile they're going to be. They might be just as hostile. I'm not into this whole magic thing, but I have a feeling that these clones are making minds of their own, especially with the weird magic shit that's going on. The part of me that doesn't have the memories wants to go and figure it out. But I think what we have to do is, I think we have to go towards whatever option benefits the people the most. If making allies is what we need to do for the safety of the kingdom, then that's what we need to do.
If the question is what do I prefer, I would much rather see if I can find Lyra as soon as I possibly can.
I hear you, but our family's lives are on the line here, and you don't know, but I mean, the king said it himself. Dolraim's growing in power, and it's a pretty nasty place. You don't want them on your tail. At all. The things they do to their people is, we'll say hard to talk about. If knowing that the best interest of the people or what should be at the forefront of our mind, I think we go for allies. As much as I love a fight.
Very well.
Well, maybe Graham, Nadia, even Remi. You guys have an idea?
I mean, I ain't gonna be much help if we're going politics, but maybe if it goes poorly, I can make sure we don't lose our heads.
Well, I'm sure you can scrub up a little bit.
You think I'll still remember how to shave?
Fair point.
And Nadia sort of gives a chuckle. I think that my strengths do lie in my words and not in my actions. And Remi, kind of watching all of this, tilts her head. So, do we just not have, like, an actual plan?
Okay, hot off the press. It's complicated. Look, we can't fill you in on all of it, but you know about the stars falling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're replacing Lyra, who was, as I'm sure you know, head court mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, cloned herself. We got the clone. Tried to, well, I don't know what she tried to do to me and Caspar, but stole our memories, important memories, and we want them back. But we obviously pledged somewhat of an oath to the people. So yeah, we don't have a plan. We're trying to figure that out. If you have any suggestions, it might be helpful.
Right, well, I mean, I can certainly do my best to keep my tongue locked down if we're going politics. I ain't never been too fond of the words of noblemen, so can't say I'll be much help there, but I can certainly stay out of sight if need be.
I don't think any of us are too fond of the words of any nobleman anymore.
Except this one,
so,
I suppose.
Well, yeah, you should give him a little bit more credit, or at least get to know him before you make comments.
My words matter not to you yet.
Are we decided then? Are we going the politics route, or?
Well, I'm all for a little bit of chit-chat.
And if it goes south, we can hit someone in the face, so it kind of works out both ways.
I prefer stabbing him in the back, but all right.
Of course.
Interesting choice. Well, if we are all decided, I would like to make haste. Time is of the essence. More now than ever.
I just need like 5 minutes. I just gotta drop something off at Simon for safekeeping.
Yeah, all right. I'll be waiting out front.
Are you guys gonna go with, and I'll meet you there, or Caspar?
Very well. I
Cool.
trust that
we get to know Remi as much as possible.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yahli. I trust that our item of safekeeping will be safest with him.
Yeah, I just I have a couple bits of information that you might want to know.
Do you guys always keep secrets from each other?
This is rich stuff coming from someone who disappeared off the face of the earth at 17.
Yeah, I didn't have much choice in that one.
Well,
insight check.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it. Roll insight.
Can I roll insight as well?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 10.
Yeah. That's a 12.
For all you fucking know, something horrific that was completely out of her control happened. She said that it wasn't really in her control, and as far as you know, she's 100% truthful.
I don't trust that. Why don't you
fucking rogues
stick in your own advice and go tell your life story to the rest of the party members. I'll be back. And Yahli's gonna head off towards Simon.
So how much are you paying her to keep her mouth shut?
Well, I haven't had to pay her anything. But she's strong-willed. She has passion. And in this line of work that we are going into, it's very important. But in the matters of politics, it is disadvantageous. So, to answer your question, likely a lot is coming. But I implore you to give her grace. She is in a very hard situation, as are many.
I imagine she would be having to work with you. You're just like your daddy, aren't you? Just as cold and heartless. Ain't got no real
Mind your
friends,
tone. Mind
real
your tone.
Family.
I chose you. I chose you.
Pretty sure it was a group decision.
We chose you because you have tactical value. However, I would have liked it very much if we had no one anew joining us. I advise you that it is very important that we all get along here. My first request of you, you may make any request of I, do not speak of my father to me.
Poor baby boy got daddy issues then.
Oh my god.
Do you?
Now, why on earth would I have daddy issues? My father's a loving man.
I'm glad you have a good relationship with your father. I believe we got on a wrong foot. And I don't think it's good of us to have tension on the road. So, I'll propose this. We'll be working together. Does not mean we have to be friends. I'm sure you have your predispositions to those of noble birth, as do I, ironically enough. Let's attempt to amicably work. Do we have time?
I can work with you, but I'm certainly not being your friend.
Trust me, the feeling's mutual.
And if I find out you really are like your daddy, I will run cold steel through your flesh and twist it into your heart and watch with glee as laugh fleets your eyes.
Worry not, I'm a stronger man than my father. And
let's hope you're less corrupt than him.
Before we continue making threats on the road, I'm sure you're capable. You can be fired at any time.
You can be killed at any time. I don't have to work for you or with you to end your life.
You seem to care not about killing people.
Just rich assholes like you.
Well. Let's make this easy. I advise you to stay with Nadia and Graham. They're far more kinder. With the way that you speak, and I don't mean your tone and inflection, I mean your personality. It's best if you stray from me. And Yahli is likely going to be the same situation. I'm sure you have your history, all of you do.
Oh, I ain't straying far from either of you. I trust you both the least. You think I'm taking my eyes off you? You're already keeping secrets from the other two. How are we meant to work together cohesively? How are we meant to do anything for our people here if we don't all know the same information? So what is it that you two are keeping from everyone else?
Let's lay it all on the table then. I killed Lyra. Lyra had attempted to kill us to our knowledge through magic, or rather steal all of our memories. She had laid a trap within her room. Yahli and I had stumbled upon this room and were unfortunately fell victim. After we lost our memories, she had passed away. Before her time. Afterwards, I learned that There are multiple eras in this world. Then that if we can find the original era, there is a chance that we can restore our memories. Every lyra, apparently, to my knowledge, holds memories of other people. That is all I know. Now.
What about that item that you're passing off? This nondescript thing.
A chance at knowing where those memories will be. That's all it is. My question to you now.
Mm-hmm.
You disappeared from society at 17 years old. What did you do?
I worked for your daddy. And she'll turn around and walk out.
Fire! Oh my god. That's awesome. Don't you love a character foil? Good lord.
Yeah, so Remi has walked out, leaving you alone, Caspar, since Graham and Nadia have also already headed off, and Yahli has gone to see Simon. So we will jump quickly to Yahli. You approach Simon's door. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna just knock.
Okay.
Just gonna knock.
You knock, and the door, after a moment, swings open, and Simon is in at his desk. His glasses have been kind of tossed, kind of haphazardly on the desk, and he's resting his head in his fingers, with messy hair. Looks very disheveled. Looks like he hasn't slept yet since you last saw him. And there are papers strewn about his desk. And he sort of vaguely turns his head towards you. Yeah. You need something?
And she pulls out from her satchel the journal that Lyra had in the rune, and she kind of holds them out to me. Goes, so I kept these from you. I don't know why, but these are the rest of Lyra's things. I'm not an academic. I don't really know what they mean, but I went to the library and I looked at the rune, and there is something scribbled in here about Olmori. Don't know if it's relevant in any way, but
the old gods.
Yeah, something about a dark master or something. I don't really know, but I thought maybe they'd be useful to you.
Okay. Just wait a second. He puts the notebooks on the desk and rests a hand on them. And under his palm, there is a brief flash of light blue. Before he kind of starts just muttering quietly. And the bits that you catch, it sounds like he's reading off someone's notes. And he pauses at some point. Okay, so I guess the theory of Lyra being like a clone isn't exactly true, but it's the right track.
I'm sorry. What? I've just told my party that she was a clone. What do you mean she's not a clone?
So it's kind of similar. Clones are more like perfect replicants. I think this is more of a puppeteered body. Like it's more like it's more like a copy. Like if you have a book and you have 2 copies of the book and you scribble in one, that scribble only exists in the one copy. They aren't duplicates of each other.
Yes.
That's more of what it is.
And do you think this puppeteering type of clone looks like Lyra?
I imagine it would.
Okay. So, are you telling me maybe they don't all have the same knowledge?
I would assume they don't. My best guess is that she, her true original self, has some amount of connection to them. But knowledge is not as easily transferable like that.
So maybe the rest of them don't know that we killed that clone, or I guess not clone, as you're telling me, but she might.
She might.
And I suppose that suggests maybe that they have free will. I mean, do you think that this Dark Master Almori thing do you think that's common across all of them, maybe, or?
I imagine, based off what's written in here, that the clones, they're not clones, the copies, these puppets, were made to carry out her ultimate goal that has something to do with Ulmori somehow. But there's something else in here, but you'll have to give me another minute. Just a second. It's encrypted. He pulls out one of the notebooks from the middle of the stack, pushes the others to the side, and flips through it, and then pauses on a page. And tears out a page from the notes and kind of holds it out in front of himself, and it like blackens as if it is being burned, but there is no fire. And the entire sheet stays like whole, but is now like charred. And in that char, in like white, almost glowing writing, it just says it's a note about how this copy wants to meet up with the copy in Veren to exchange information.
That's so not good. All right, and any ideas what this rune was about? when we were fighting her, it was on this tablet that I kind of threw at her face, and it shattered into a bunch of pieces, and this was the only rune left intact.
He inspects the rune, like, pulls a little magnifying device from the corner of his desk, looks at it. This is, like, old magic. It's very, like, rudimentary, but because of that, it's also very powerful. It's very raw. This is just, I'm very rusty, so I could be completely wrong, but I think this rune just translates to roughly something like forever night or forever darkness.
As if the stars are falling out the sky.
I guess. But
right.
It's in this form, it would just create a localized space of darkness.
Right. Well, that's actually exactly what it did. It created darkness around us and then lured us in with voices of our loved ones. And when we touched the loved ones, we had memories played to us, and then I had to choose which one I kept.
You said this was a fragment of what? Was it
a whole tablet full of runes, but they all got split up when I threw it at her.
Okay. So I imagine then she probably had a bunch of runes on there that all played a different role. Some in the memories and voices, and others in the... And he holds up the rune darkness.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. You said what's that notebook say?
It just mentions. I mean, it talks a lot about Ulmori and the like old magic that she discovered.
Do we?
It sounds super like. It sounds like one of those old religions that you kind of fell out of practice centuries ago.
Do we know how old Lyra was?
I think 120.
But not old enough for this sort of stuff.
No, definitely not. This is... I mean... I haven't heard of any religion that worships Ulmori for the last, I don't know, 600 years.
Simon, weird question.
Yeah.
You haven't heard any folk tales, religious text stories about, I guess what would be the opposite, star dancers?
Star dancers. I think actually the only thing that I can think of in that term, there is this old children's book. I think it was something along the lines of Ir Shara Ak Teul or something. It's a rough translation of stars to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's mostly about stars that dance on the edge of darkness and lose their way and then tumble to the earth. It's kind of like a children's storybook version of the mystical origins of shooting stars. I don't know how relevant that is to you and what you're asking.
No, just wondering. Okay, well, we're supposed to be heading out again, now, but,
Before you go, one last thing. He opens a bunch of drawers and rifles through them and pulls out, like, some leather and some, like, thin, like, necklace chain, and fashions that rune fragment into, like, a little medallion. Here. If you just say the rune, I think it should temporarily activate a small localized space of darkness, which, I don't know, might be helpful. It's just, I think the rune is pronounced roughly of, I think just more.
More. Okay. I guess I'll take it, and she'll take it and put it around her neck, tuck it into her shirt so it's not seen. Thanks, Simon. You know, sorry we, or I guess you and Caspar got off on the wrong foot, and, that you have to, you know,
I don't know. I
do all this.
He's, he had a rough childhood. I think most noble-born do. That's why they're all assholes.
Yeah, probably. Wouldn't be surprised.
And about the work, I mean, I don't mind the work. It's, you know, it's my job, and also I'd rather do the work than potentially suffer a world-ending fate.
Yeah, that's true. Look, if anyone does come looking for these, it probably won't be friendly. So, keep your guard up.
He scoops up the notebooks and goes over to the wall where he presses the brick and it opens up, and he opens that little, like, magical container, tosses them in, and locks it down again. No one's gonna know they're here now, except us, so...
Yeah, well, you know, just in case. And if you find yourself in a situation where you need some strong arms of protection, you can come get me and Graham, and we'll help you out.
If you're not around, I'm sure I can. And he pats, like, his waist where there's a small holster. You know, gotta defend myself somehow.
Yeah, sure, I get it. Just yeah, take care of yourself. I'll get going. And she's gonna turn and start walking out.
Simon kind of watches after you and slumps in his chair and lets his head fall back and sighs. Oh god, things are gonna be awkward between us forever, aren't they?
They are.
And you head off.
Yeesh, okay.
Caspar, during the time that Yahli has been gone, you've had your conversation with Remi, and Remi has left. How long do you wait there alone?
Just a minute or two. Not long.
Okay. Yahli, when you return, everyone else has gone. Remi is chatting, mostly talking strategy stuff, discussing what she's able to offer the party with Nadia and Grayham. And you all gather again and begin to head out. You all are heading to Veren. which is one of the two northern kingdoms. It's going to take you about a week to travel to the edge of the kingdom's borders, and then it'll probably take you about another week and a half-ish to get to the inner border, where you then get more heavy city construction, and it'd probably be another half week, maybe a week, to get to the city, the center of the capital.
We haven't left yet, right?
No.
Great. Can I quickly discuss some findings with the party?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yahli will gather them all up, and very tiredly go, well, spoke to Simon. He has some updates. Lyra wasn't really, according to him, a clone. She was more like a copy. Whatever that really means. And the copy that we, or I guess Caspar, killed, well, when she died, we all left the room. I went back, and I collected her journal and the memory holder. And I had a little look and said it's Simon, and a couple of things. She seems to be worshipping something called Olmori, dark religious thing from ages ago. And this particular copy was looking to meet another copy in Veren, which I think is quite important.
That is certainly good to know.
From what I understand, from what Simon said, these copies can't talk to each other unless they're in person. Lyra has an understanding, potentially, of what's going on with the clones or the copies, and the copies don't really have any knowledge of each other. So I don't really know what the time frame is, but
this would give us a great advantage. If we now know that there is a copy in Veren, we can go in more prepared, and it will not know that we are coming.
And it won't know that the Lyra that was going to meet them is dead.
We could ambush it.
We could. How far away is Veren, do we know?
Depends on what part of Veren you want to go to. It will take us a little less than a month to reach the capital.
A month. It's up to you guys. You know all the information. I've given you updates. You make the choice.
Namori isn't much better. I think it'd take us over a month to get to the capital there. They live in rougher terrain and are further up, so... I think my vote is still on Veren. I mean, you two handled the last clone perfectly fine on your own, and now that we're all in the loop, should be even easier. Who knows?
Caspar?
Maybe revealing that Lyra is so twisted might gain us favor in Varen if we get rid of her.
Even if it doesn't, we can look at her hometown, see where she grew up, understand a bit more. That should give us an advantage the next time we encounter one of her. Caspar?
We'll already be in the area. It's entirely possible her clones are much more populated in the north. The chances of her running into us is as much as of us running into her. Albeit it's a high chance. Assuming we complete our task and take a detour, it's possible we find her.
And she won't know who we are, so we can make quick friends. Or, I guess, enemies too.
I'd prefer quick enemies.
Trying to be more pacifist these days. So we're heading to Farron then. Still.
Right.
All right. Let's go.
You all begin heading out. What would you like to do on your journey?
Probably avoid Remi.
I don't know. I think this is I think the first person I want to speak to is I would definitely want to speak to people. I definitely want to talk to Nadia. Okay. Really quick.
Go for it.
So feeling up to scratch?
I feel fine.
That's good.
You seem a bit out of sorts.
Well, traveling for the first time since you were a kid, getting your memories stolen, finding out the clone was actually a copy. It's a little bit of a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is.
I can certainly relate. Not necessarily in specifics, but in the emotions and the experience.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but what are you exactly?
What am I exactly? What do you mean?
Well, what are you? Where'd you come from? Where are your parents from? Where are their parents from?
My parents hailed from Ilmarik. It is a land now under the control of Dolraim.
Right. And your race?
I cannot be certain.
You don't even know.
I was very young when Dolraim invaded and killed my parents.
Right.
They once told me stories of our ancestors coming
Mm-hmm.
from the night sky.
Right.
Star dancers.
Yeah, star dancers. Yeah. I know about him. As much as the next not Tiefling does, I suppose.
I don't believe that you and I are quite the same.
Getting at. I think that's pretty obvious. This whole Omori Lyra thing. Simon said something along the lines of I don't know, that the stuff he was reading, the rune, it translates to forever darkness. Something along that line. It just if we're talking about stars and star dancers and stars falling out of the sky, it just kind of all seems a little bit connected. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this Omori, would you?
An old god. Ancient.
That's so everybody says, yes, but you know,
I
more
believe,
than
in
that,
fact,
maybe.
this god is older than the one that I work with.
It's really old.
Very old. At the dawning of the world.
Oh, okay, and that's all you know about it.
I have not done as much research into Ulmori as I have my own god.
Exactly, is your god?
My god is Ansharan.
Ansharan. I would be lying if I said I'd heard of your god before, but then I don't really have knowledge of really anything other than how to hit something pretty hard.
There are few gods that are still known of or worshipped in our world. The old gods fell out of favor. Even the new gods, the newer gods, they hold very little power over the minds and the hearts of people.
I do like my free will. Well, just good to know, I guess. I thought maybe you would have some understanding of maybe Lyra's religion or something, but if not, that's all good.
There were once many who worshipped the darkness. In many ways, it is just as important as the light, and those that worship the darkness are just as important as those that worship the light.
Right. But the person who was worshipping the darkness was the same person that tried to kill me, so I'm not super on board with that, but I'll
Worship taken too far is never a good thing.
Yeah, sure, okay. Alright, well, if you remember anything else important, just let us know.
I will be sure to do so.
And Yahli's gonna speed up just that little bit to get away.
Cool.
Cool. I love to get info. I love a little bit of info. All right, Link, are you gonna bother anybody?
He is not interested in talking with anyone.
Because I would
Especially
absolutely
not now.
love to take 30 seconds to just like poke at Remy a little bit.
Go ahead.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yahli's gonna say absolutely nothing, but just how tall is Remy?
Remy is probably like 5'5", 5'6".
Okay. Yahli's just gonna walk in line right next to, but not touching Remy. Just to be there.
She ain't saying shit.
Cool. Yahli's gonna clear her throat a little bit.
You need something?
Nope, just walking. Do you need something?
Nope.
So, what's with the attitude? I mean, you were always kind of, I guess, exclusionary, but, I didn't think it would follow you into adulthood.
I ain't exclusionary.
No? Interesting. Do tell me more.
Just very solitary. There is a difference.
Solitary. But you love to say inflammatory things.
I say the truth.
Sure, you know the truth. Okay. How's your, hand-to-hand combat?
Good enough?
Better than Graham's?
She'll eye Graham, give him a little once-over.
No.
Hard to say. I ain't never fought him, and he's hard to read.
Better than mine?
Almost certainly.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, you're big and strong, but you're slow and dumb.
Slow and dumb.
I don't see it that way. And it's those fists of yours.
Sometimes I like to use my feet. You are so easy to wind up. This is going to be a lot of fun. You sound kind of wound up.
I don't think you know me very well.
I don't think you know anyone very well.
I like to keep it that way.
Want to keep it that way, but you want to know everybody's secrets too. Interesting. You know,
don't care
I really
about most people's secrets. You make a lot of assumptions.
So do you.
I care
Caspar
about your
is
secrets.
not.
I care about Caspar's secrets. I care about Graham and Nadia's secrets.
Why is it that you care about Caspar's secrets? If you don't mind me asking. Or, I'm sorry, is that too touchy of a subject for you as well?
I bet deep down, that little Kulson shit ain't any better than his daddy. And his daddy's rotten to the core.
So I've heard. I think you should, take that assumption and shove it up your ass. Or at least give him a small little chance.
Oh,
I don't like the guy.
Cuddled up to the nobleman?
As you see it, maybe. He's annoying and he's a prick. And I do hate him. But he's a better man than you think he is.
Maybe. But he's gonna have to prove that himself.
And you'll have to do the same. Because, none of us are really, as you know and as you are, unfamiliar with putting our hands around someone's throat and choking the life out of them. So, one wrong move. That's all it takes. I mean, Caspar killed what we thought was the head mage. No hesitation. Guy just did it. And turns out it was the right choice.
You think you can scare me?
I'm trying to scare you. I'm sure there's horrors that you've seen that are worse than the words that I'm speaking. But I'm warning you. This is a delicate job with delicate people. And the lives of the people we love are on the line. So I kind of need you to step up or step out.
Well, I can guarantee you I ain't gonna be causing any troubles when it comes to saving the people we care about.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Like I told your rich little friend, I'll work with you. Doesn't mean I have to be your friend.
Not asking you to be. In fact, when this is done, my hope is that you move across the realm so I never have to see you again. You know, before you showed up, or I guess before we spoke to you, I was almost a little bit excited. And then you opened your mouth, and it just kind of all got worse from there. Well, I'm going to pop on ahead, you know. Long legs, faster pace. It's a bit slow back here. Just going to head on up. But yeah, do holler if you need some help with something.
Dex save.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. 19. Wait.
You fall flat on your ass.
Plus 5. 24.
Plus 5. 24. Yeah, you stumble a bit. You stay on your feet.
Okay. I'm gonna assume I got hit.
You don't fucking know.
Oh. Is anybody else able to see that?
I mean, Nadia and Graham are kind of at the head. They're at like the front of the group.
Guess who always walks in the behind of the group?
Caspar.
I'm sorry, I love to poke the bear, and I can't
Caspar.
believe it was a short joke that killed it.
Caspar, go ahead and roll perception if you want to try and spot this little stumble.
13.
I'm a rogue.
Okay.
Can I do an insight on what I think it was?
Yeah.
Or no? Insight. 15.
I'm assuming I see nothing. 13 is not.
15 for me.
You don't know. You probably just tripped.
Okay. Yahli's gonna just look back at her and then walk on ahead. I love to poke the bear.
Any other conversations we want to be having over the next couple of weeks?
Casper's really not interested in talking to anybody of his own will.
Is it
right
absolutely
now.
horrific if Yahli's like, Graham, are you gay? Is that horrendous to ask?
Do what you want.
Is that a horrendous ask? Okay, I'm gonna assume there's a point where we're stopped for the night and we're all chilling by a little fire. And everybody's sitting around doing their own thing. I'll just go ahead and sit down next to Graham. How you doing?
failure than sitting around the city. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Just hoping my hands are getting a little jittery. It's a real shame that we haven't been in combat recently. Feel like I'm getting rusty. No, it's a bit late for that. I just I was having to think about back at my parents' tavern. And
don't let it get to you. We all get a little anxious, make mistakes,
not that. I was actually I was thinking about what you were saying to Caspar.
And what was I saying to Caspar?
Well, just a bit forward. I would guess. I mean,
what are you trying to get at here?
I'm just, Caspar's he's emotionally a complex guy, so just if there's an interest there, it might. Are you gay?
Now that is, I think, the second most blunt way someone's asked me that.
So you've been asked before?
Oh, sure.
I am starting to grow my detective skills a little bit, so I'm gonna block this one in as a win.
Well,
am I right?
Not really.
Oh.
Like half there.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. I should have guessed that. I guess that makes sense. I mean, not that you have like a look about you or anything. It was just kind of that's fair.
Yeah, imagine someone might catch on, since I'm not being all that subtle about my flirtations.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to check in and be a little bit nosy. But you have a.
I can't deny that he's a good-looking guy.
I mean, I can't really agree with you, but no, I feel like I could objectively, but you know what? Each to their own.
Sure.
Each to their own, Graham.
I mean, it certainly helps that I don't have quite as much of a spiteful heart towards nobles.
Yeah, that's that's interesting.
I suppose it also helps in that regard that I'm not too far off from being noble-born myself.
How so?
Well, we ain't technically nobles, but my family's powerful in their own right.
As in, like you got a lot of money or land, influence in what exactly?
A few things.
And those things are
irrelevant to me now.
But relevant to you at some point. So what were they?
Irrelevant to me now.
Man, you're a tough nut to crack. Can I not be nosy for a night?
Oh, you can be nosy. But if you want your nosiness to get you anything out of me, anything real, I do it when I'm sober.
Yeah, just a mental note. I will get you drunk next time I want to know something. Listen, great talking to you. Glad that you're the way that you are. That sounds weird, but you're cool. I'm gonna go now. Thanks for the conversation. And she's gonna scurry off.
What a great night at the camp.
What a great night at the camp. Yeah, that's awesome. No, I just really wanted to do my full sweep and get some information out of people, but that feels pretty good. So I'll leave Caspar be. He seems pretty brooding.
That's just kind of his neutral state.
Yeah, but he seems extra broody to me right now, so I'm kind of scared. I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Caspar.
Yeah.
Whether you want to talk to people or not, kind of irrelevant, because there are some people that want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Nadia will, kind of.
I'm so excited.
Step up to you. This may be a bit of an uncomfortable time, but we do have some things to discuss, or at least I have some things that I would like to discuss for the sake of being as prepared as possible. Your family hail from the north, yes?
The Kulson family does, yes.
Do you align yourselves with either kingdom?
The Kulson family are full of opportunists. Alignment is another tool for them to rise to fame and power, like their children are. There are tools, and then there are opportunities. This would just be one of many.
Then I would presume there is little risk of running into your family in Veren. It is a powerful place, but this opportunity that they seek, then they would have better luck in memory.
I wouldn't consider myself so lucky. You see, the Kulson family is wherever. The Kulson family is known for being quite lucky, or getting ahead of the curve, with with regard to their own skill or not. So, the chances of them being there is not none. Though I second your opinion, they're likely not there.
I pray we don't run into them.
I pray we don't as well.
In a similar topic, you seem very confident in your ability to carry out diplomacy. Do you have a plan?
I have been... Well, I do. Assuming that our kingdom is going to enter a conflict, the alignment... My plan hinges on the conflicts of the north. If we are able to align with one, we'll have to align against the other. That's just how it is. Assuming we can align with this kingdom easier, we may have to... It's give and take.
Indeed.
With the assumption they will publicly aid us, we'll likely have to publicly announce that we'll aid them. So assuming that we can forge a powerful alliance through words and not blood, it's the best I'll be able to get us. How many honeyed words I'm able to give up won't change the reality that running a kingdom is a material matter, as much as it is of the people.
I believe fortune is on our side in that regard. You carry much influence. And your words are more golden than just honey.
My thanks to you.
It is well-earned praise.
I pray our future talks with this kingdom will share in your thoughts. But I am being hopelessly realistic with myself.
I suppose we will simply have to see.
We will. I'll share more of my plan once I have more to go with in our future diplomatic talks. I won't keep anything from any of you.
Understand.
As much as diplomacy is a act, it is a reactive art. That much I have learned.
I do hope you will not let Remi's words sit too heavy in your heart for too long.
You heard.
Not all of it. But I knew you two were speaking, and you were of worse disposition after the fact. She is a bitter woman, just as
You're right.
Yahli was, and I believe that just as Yahli has, in time, Remi will learn that you are not like your father.
She is a rightfully bitter woman. More so rightful than Yahli herself. Towards me, it is more personal. She had worked personally with Edmund Kulson. Her feelings are valid.
I do not claim that they are invalid or that she has no right to be bitter. I only claim that
I understand.
She will see you are different. Even if you are a bit difficult to warm up to.
I pray that working with her becomes easier, but wounds of that sort, I'm sure you're aware, don't heal swiftly.
This is true.
The most I hope for is to not worry of a knife in my back, though the worry was already there. It always is.
I doubt Remi will be quite so aggressive, unless it is very called for.
I pray for your optimism. I'm sure she'll work better with the rest of you. It just takes time. But the relationship between I and her, it matters not for what we all have to do.
She gives you an understanding nod and places a hand on your shoulder, kind of stopping in the road for a moment. You are a better man than you give yourself credit for. And I believe it is holding you back from being an even better man than that. And you have a choice here as you feel something in you begin to calm and fill your entire body with a warm, gentle relaxation. You have the choice to let it happen or to resist it.
The feeling feels familiar, but Caspar can't really put his finger on it. Why? Never in his life has he felt the comforting touch of anybody, much less assuring words at his own identity. And for a moment, it scares him. He, for his whole life, to his knowledge, has been a tool of unbelievable power and potential. And to hear that he is more than that, it's like telling someone they can fly. It's something unbelievable. And for a moment, there's hesitation. But then he thinks back onto what he's seen so far and what he's reflected on. At his sister, his friendships that he has acquired. But all of it's paling in comparison to the hate that he has for his father. And for a moment, that calm does not take hold. He is not at a point yet where those words are believable to him. And he is not at a point yet where he has overcome that hatred.
Okay. Then go ahead and, if you are choosing to resist, roll a wisdom saving throw.
This is awesome.
5!
Ooh.
5?
5.
You feel that, like, conflict in yourself of this hatred for your father and your upbringing and all of these terrible things that you have had to put up with and the terrible people that you are unwillingly bound to, as it clashes with the good experiences you have had now. Which also clashes then with this, like, loss that you feel for something that you don't know if you've ever actually felt but eventually that warmth and that calm envelops your mind and your heart and your soul and your entire body, and you feel a certainty of peace. That perhaps it is not peace now, but there will be peace in your future. And you hear in the back of your mind a sigh of relief that is not your own. And Nadia smiles as her hand falls from your shoulder. She gives you a nod, and she turns and walks up the line back to stand with Grayham as they continue the journey.
I'm sorry, what? Did she just instill that in you, or was that
Caspar takes
a thing you killed in like episode 2?
Caspar scratches the back of his head and keeps walking.
What the hell? What the fuck? I'm asking Graham if he's gay and you're getting fucking happy worms put into your brain. What's going on?
The happy word in my brain tells me to be calm.
The happy worm in my brain said, everything's gonna be okay, Caspar. That's crazy word.
But the angry worm in my head says to be mad.
We have angry worms at home. Angry worms at home. Anyway.
Shut the fuck up.
What the hell, dude? Don't you love a bit of lore?
Okay, so conversations are out of the way. We're going to head into a quick break, and then we'll come back in a sec. So, if there are no other prominent things you would like to do during your travel, with any of the clarifications you've had, then we are going to go ahead and skip ahead quite a bit. We are going to... Are you guys planning on making any particular stops at the border, at any of the outer regions of Veren, or are you heading all just in one trip all the way into the capital?
Caspar doesn't care for this region much anymore.
I mean, Yahli definitely is... I think she's still steamboating ahead a little bit because she wants these things solved and she wants to do her best with it. But this is like, again, it's her second time out the kingdom in 10, 12 years. So she's definitely looking around and like observing and trying to spot like cultural differences and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Could always ask the culturally northern guy.
Again, I think she's like, he seems angry and like he wants to be left alone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Cool. As you guys reach the first like border town, it is mostly abandoned. You see some people like kind of meandering about. Some of them look very lost, very dazed, and some of them are like repairing houses that have clearly been damaged by fires. There are some buildings that are very obviously well beyond repair that have just burned to the ground. And you do see a couple of small rows, short rows on the ground of bodies. one or two of the bodies have people kneeling next to them, crying. And it seems like the people here are trying to recover. And there are a few individuals that are very clearly like soldiers, but they are not like standing guard or anything. They are helping repair the houses that can be repaired.
Oh shit. Outside of Yahli, wasn't there a conversation that I should have asked this before? Conversation that Caspar had with that guy in Hullgrave about a war to the north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is this that war?
Yes.
Okay.
Veren
Sorry,
and
had to connect the dots.
Are at war with each other.
Okay, wow, that's awful. So, all right, that's yes. Got it. Locked in.
Yeah. You're walking through this town. If you don't wish to stop, you will not stop.
In this situation, we have a goal worth the world.
Yeah, but the people, though. But the people. Look at all these people that are like.
If we stop, talking from Caspar's point of view, if we stop at every town that has been affected by this war, we will not make there in time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's just keep going. If it gets worse, I'll stop.
Okay. You guys head through this town, continue your journey. You can see some like small, very small, like 4 buildings. Like that's the size towns that there are that are just like little farming collectives that have clearly been kind of ravaged by the war, that kind of dot the spaces between the larger towns that are getting bigger and bigger and less affected the further in you go. There are more soldiers in some of the towns. They are like standing guard. A lot of these soldiers do like tense up when they see you coming, and it takes quite a while for them to like relax and like let you pass. Once they've been able to properly recognize that you're not in Nemori armor, and they kind of just let you pass through until you get to a town that has like a proper city wall and like a solid gate, and the guards out front stop you. And where are you coming from?
Caspar will step forward. I am coming from Elmira. We are on a diplomatic mission to try and negotiate possible deals, of which certainty I cannot provide you yet.
Deals.
Positive ones.
Yahli's gonna step forward and just say, "We're here to be your allies. If you want."
You wish to extend allyship?
Well, yeah. I mean, we kind of have to talk to your.
Where do you hail from?
Leadership. Elmira, you just said that. We just walked here, man, through like all of these abandoned towns and shit, which looks terrible, by the way. I'm very sorry. I get war trust. I was in one, but
he's like looking across you guys. You don't look like Elmira messengers.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've got no uniform.
He holds a hand up to. He puts a hand to Yahli. My name is Caspar Kulson. I have come from Almyra by the order of the king to have a discussion with your nobility, your ruler, about a possible alliance, about our own foreign issues, and regarding your foreign issues. I cannot guarantee anything, as no diplomatic talks have yet been made, but it is important that we know. It is essential that we meet.
He kind of looks over at the other soldiers at the gate, looks back at you, still very, distrusting, but does signal for the gate to be raised, and motions you through.
Really quick, can I see what their insignia is on their chest? If they have one.
Yeah. The insignia that they have that is a little more obvious on this guy, because he's got it on like a little badge that is pinned to like one of his pauldrons, is kind of like an Ouroboros snake. And like going through the snake's head is a like kind of a like wavy dagger. And in the very middle of the circle that snake is forming is just a V.
Have I seen this before?
You How much did you pay attention to like the history that you've been taught?
Considering my history is +0, I'm gonna say like probably slightly less than the average.
Okay, you can go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. Should have
Would
seen
I
that
know?
coming. 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
You're very, very certain that you've seen it before because your uncles definitely taught you about the different kingdoms, even if in just like passing story, because they were like, oh, and there's this one time where we were in this place and they've got such a weird emblem. It's like this weird whatever. But you never really paid a whole lot of attention to like the kind of more history related stuff. It was always just, yeah, my uncles and their cool story. Caspar, you definitely recognize this. This is just the crest of Veren.
Okay.
Yeah, you are let through this gate, and your journey towards the capital continues. In the like walls of this city, the houses are significantly less damaged. There's only like one or two that look like they were hit by trebuchet projectile, kind of over the city walls. But other than that, people seem pretty like okay, just scared. And as you continue in, you hit another big wall. The gate here is already raised, and this lets you into the inner city, where you are able to head towards the capital. And at the very center, kind of raised up on a hill, you see the palace. What would you like to do?
people seem scared, right? That's the general mood of people.
Should we go and speak to some people?
Not yet. Let me think. How desperate do you?
They don't seem scared necessarily specifically of you. They just seem scared of the thought of strangers in general being let into their city in a time of war.
Got you. Okay.
How desperate does the situation look among the people in this capital?
Give me an insight check.
In the meantime, can I just look around see if stalls are
7.
around?
Fuck my god, my dice rolls are shit.
It's really hard to tell because you don't really know these people. You're not 100% sure where the war is at. And most people are kind of not really meeting your eye or looking at you. Yahli, what are you looking for?
What are there like stalls around or like markets of some type where items are sold or no?
You do at some point hit like a market. Like a food market.
Food market. Okay, I'll go grab an apple or an apple or something.
Okay. Yeah, you
if there's apples available.
If there's whatever fruit is around or light snack or whatever.
There is food. It definitely looks like less than what would be typically sold there, because there's a bunch of empty space in a lot of these stalls. But they do still have produce.
Sweet. I'm just gonna walk up to the first one I see and ask for fruit of some type.
They toss you an apple.
So they're very anti or just not interested in other people. I guess I'll toss them the coins back. No, but you would think that maybe if I walked up to a stall and asked for some fruit, they would at least make conversation, but maybe not. I guess I'll toss them the money for it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that failed. Is there anything of particular, anything that stands out? Like down alleyways or like...
You're very unfamiliar with this city. Looking down alleyways is kind of like looking into a maze you've never walked before.
Fair. Okay. I guess, should we just head to the palace? I was gonna say we should head to a bar, but that sounds like a bad idea.
Palace. We're not going anywhere fun.
Okay, let's go to the palace.
Yeah. You guys head to
We're forward moving today.
And as you approach, you are stopped by the royal guard. Name and business.
Caspar Kulson. I'm here on business of diplomacy from Elmira.
And your crest?
I will... Is he asking for my family crest?
Yes.
Okay, I'll retrieve it and I'll show it to him.
He inspects it, shows it to his companion, and then hands it back to you. And you can vouch for all of these others with you.
With me by the king. Best to have a group in these times, I'm sure you're aware.
Right you are. You request an audience with the king then?
Aye.
He turns to his companion and mutters something in a language that Caspar, you seem to be the only one who really recognizes it. And he basically just says, "Watch the gate." And then he signals for the gate to be opened. You walk in, and he gestures you after him. He leads you through up the stairs to the palace, and in and then leaves you in like a little parlor with 2 other guards. I'll go make a formal request. You should be seeing him soon. And
my thanks.
He gives you a nod and leaves. You are in this parlor for about 25 minutes before someone comes to get you. It's a very like light-haired woman. Her hair is like almost white, but she looks no older than like 18. And she gives you all a deep bow. You can follow me to the throne room. The king will see you now. And she leads you all to the throne room, opens the door, bowing as you all enter, and sat on the throne at the far end of this room is an older man whose beard is beginning to go white, and his hair is like graying. He has like big bags under his eyes, dark circles, and looks almost frail, but still holds himself like very stiffly. He wears full plate armor as he lounges in this throne with his crown grasped loosely in a hand.
I take a bow. Before I do anything else, I'll enter this room and I'll bow.
Done with the formalities.
As you wish, Your Highness.
What do you seek?
I have been sent by the King of Elmira to seek an alliance with you. The developments south of here are a little concerning. And I have been sent for the final goal of aid. But unlike
what
many in Elmira,
do you think we can send you? The bloodlust is not limited only to the south. It infects those beasts that we dare call neighbours in the Mori.
Unlike many in Elmira, who do not understand the weight of what occurs northward, I take it upon myself to offer a deal. Assuming those in Elmira will allow it, it is under the best interest that we provide you aid and prevent this war from ending. Not to either of our interest. And we work together as 2 entities instead of independently as one. And by sending aid northward to the situation in the north, it better equips either of us to defend from a possible situation from the south, albeit if there be any conflict at all.
And what can your kingdom offer my people?
the king never gave us anything that we can promise. We didn't have any sort of allowance of resources or...
He has kind of stated that all the resources of Elmira are at your disposal for your quest. But you also know that one of the greatest things that Elmira has accomplished is being a haven for all those cast out, whether it be by war or any other means. You personally know that there are, like, at least half of the population of Elmira are refugees from previous wars.
Tell them to come hang. Tell them to come hang.
Elmira is a growing kingdom, as you're very aware. I believe it's best that we offer you as much food and weaponry as it is physically capable of me to promise you, to aid you in your defense and, I pray, future victories. But, as you're aware of the nature of Elmira, I am unsure of being able to promise military aid as much as I am those of domestic. Forgive me, I have been uninformed of the situation of the war. I've been tied in my own businesses. However, what I can promise is this. We currently are in a state of need for friends in this time, as are many kingdoms in the world currently. I believe by sending you aid, we are taking a step closer.
Up to silence you, and kind of looks off to his right, and rests his crown in his other hand and waves someone into the room. And you all watch as Lyra walks in and...
I knew it.
Quickly takes a knee and bows her head, and then stands again and moves closer as he mutters something to her, and then tilts his head for her to whisper in his ear. And she whispers for quite some time. And the king's expression hardens a bit.
Oh no.
Elmira is weak. You have very little military might. And what have you in way of resources? Surely not enough to share with my people. Therein is significantly more vast than your little town you call a kingdom. I see no reason to offer any allyship to you. You would only suck me dry of anything else I might have, and I will not give anything away.
Your Honor, you ever run from a war before?
Oh! I love you fucking called him Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't know what else to call him. Your Honor. Your Honor, Your Highness, whatever it is. You ever
dare insinuate I would ever be so cowardly as to run?
Well, listen, I wouldn't call it cowardly. Sometimes you gotta... Sometimes it's your only option. And while I hope it isn't for you and your kingdom, because it's a lovely place from what I've seen, don't you think having a safe haven for your people to go to if things get a little bit worse is a nice thing to have? That's all we're offering. It's a place for your people.
You guys can go ahead and roll perception checks.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is not how I planned this to go.
I rolled a 10. Please roll high, Link. I rolled a 10.
Oh, that's not good. 7.
Dude.
Wait!
Wait, what?
Wait.
Oh, I don't think I can do that. Never mind.
I was like, reroll.
As you are speaking, the king sort of stands to his feet as he shouts, "Do not mock me, child! I have lived through more blood than you could ever imagine. I don't care what pathetic little hole you had to crawl from as a child. I have lived through blade and sweat and chaos and death. You could never even begin to dream of the horrors I have had to face. I will not run like a coward. Speak out of turn again, and I will have you executed."
Oh. Do I want to speak?
No, you don't.
I really do, though.
You don't.
I do.
Do it then.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
If you want to,
I'm worried about fucking this up. Okay, what do I have to lose if I make a point about it's about his people, it's not about him? If I'm like super respectful and I'm like, look, I'm absolutely sure that you've been through horrendous things and you've seen the horrors, but why you don't have to let your people see that?
Because it is implying that he cannot protect his people.
Well, I mean, they're terrified constantly. If they had an option to leave, they probably would.
Think about how insulting that is, though.
I don't care how
Think
insulting
about
it is.
whose palace full of guards are we in?
We're losing anyway. He doesn't want an ally, and Lyra's right there. So what do we really have to lose? She attacks us, we kill her, we take her stuff. If I convince him, then we can have a conversation.
Diplomatic talks seem to be going nowhere, and Caspar can't control Yahli, so it's up to you.
All right. Your Highness, with all due respect. Seriously, with all due respect. I understand that you've been through the horrors, and I respect that deeply. And I'm sure what I've experienced is nowhere near your level of harm. What I'm merely suggesting is that your people have the option to find safer lands and continue to prosper and grow and return when it's safer for them.
Yes, great, awesome. So glad you said that.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
What is your AC?
18.
You are speaking, and right as you get to the end of that, you see a flash in his hand as he reels back and launches a glowing lance at you, and it pierces you through the shoulder.
I have something actually. I have a request.
Yeah.
I would like to use my reaction
to
cast shield.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Remind me how much that adds to AC.
So +5.
+5. And your AC is 18. So that makes it 23.
Correct.
So you still get hit by this lance.
That's insane. How strong
You're
is this
done.
guy? How much damage is it?
So, you see that flash, and he's already reeling back and like launching this at you. And last minute, right before that, like when that lance is like 2 feet in front of you, Caspar throws up a shield over you, and you watch as that magical barrier shatters with the force that it is hit with, and that lance still impales you, piercing through your shoulder, and I need you to take 8 lightning damage.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's what, 36?
Caspar takes a very deep inhale.
I'll just shut the fuck
and
up.
the king is sort of like reeled over as sparks climb from his hand up his arm until he is all of his armor is just covered in little bits of lightning just sparking off of him. I warned you, you little rodent. Please,
that's
everyone,
fair.
roll
That's so
initiative.
fair. That's so fair. Holy shit.
How does a 15 sound, guys?
15. I rolled a 14.
Oh, damn. How far is this king away, by the way? Just for future reference.
This is so bad.
The king is currently about 45 feet away.
45 feet away? Okay. Just checking.
That is far.
So, the initiative order
I have an idea.
Is going to be Caspar, and then Lyra, and then Yahli, and then your party members, which will all act on the same action, and then the king.
Okay. So I'm first.
This is not good. Lyra is standing next to him, right?
Lyra's standing next to him?
Lyra is now standing about 5 to 10 feet, like, behind him, to his right.
Good, that's still in radius. That's good. Okay. So, Caspar will say, I beg of thy not to continue this. And I want to see,
oh, fuck.
If he will take a moment to maybe consider we should not fight here.
You're just taking free action to speak?
Just to speak. Just to speak. I want to give him one last chance to stop here.
Dude, that's not gonna work.
He is still kind of bent over, not quite looking at any of you, and you speak, and his eyes meet yours and are glowing gold, with like little lightning bolts sparking off of them.
Is this guy human?
And he raises a hand and like grabs the back around the back of his head and pulls forward, and like a golden energy forms around his head and solidifies into a matching helmet for his armor.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fucking
right.
Transformer over here. Is this guy a human or not?
All right.
He looks to be like a half Goliath.
Okay.
So
he's standing.
Caspar
so he's standing at about 7.5 feet tall.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Big and burly, and like very pale skin.
Caspar, you better do something, boy.
Caspar will go. Right then. And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Lyra succeeds. The king does not.
Okay.
Is it centered between them, on one of them?
It's on the king.
Okay. Go ahead and
33 damage.
And is it half damage if you succeed?
I do believe so. On a failed save, fire damage on the failed save, or if half damage on the successful save.
Okay, how much damage did you do?
33. So that's halved for Lyra to 17.
Yes.
And so Lyra sort of like takes a step as a portal opens up behind her, and she is pushed into that portal by the blast of your spell. And she appears on the other side of the room, like on the other side of the king, now to his left, but has like clearly been burned a bit.
So this one can just teleport. How phenomenal.
So Caspar will...
The king, whom you have just cast this fireball onto, as that like smoke and fire clears, is just standing there with the smoke curling off of his like scorched armor.
Did he even take the damage?
He took 33 damage. We're talking about a golem here. He's going to take more than that. This was more like a very strong recommendation that we do not continue. After he casts this fireball, Caspar will go. I do. I want to expend... I think I can expend 5 of my font points. 5 sorcery points.
Sorcery points?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my level 3 spell slot back with all 5.
Okay.
Yes. I think that's not a bonus action. I think that's just something you can do.
I fear I might have to... I'm thinking about it. I think I'm gonna have to target Lyra because I don't think I fear that
there's another...
too high.
My recommendation is to stay at least 20 feet away.
Yeah, here's the thing. I am a short range fighter, so this is gonna suck. I only have one thing up my sleeve, which I will do on my turn, and it...
Do you have...
Okay.
Do you have good dexterity?
Yeah, you use your bonus action, you get your 3rd level spell slot back, you are out of sorcery points, but you have all your spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's Lyra next.
Yeah. Yeesh.
So I just hit him with a fireball.
Yes.
After yelling at him. Yeah.
I would like both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh no. 18.
Oh no. I want you to roll. And I don't want you to roll off my desk. Oh, 9. Very good.
Okay. Caspar?
Fuck. Yep.
Who in this party do you hate and distrust the most?
Yeah.
Is that a question?
Answer it.
You turn with anger towards Remi as you feel that like boiling frustration fill your body. And when you turn to look at Remi, all you see is someone getting in the way and someone to blame. And Remi...
Well, if that's the feeling I feel... Never mind.
Remi looks at you with rage and hatred and murderous intent.
Oh no.
You at the start of every of your next turns, may try to break free of this enchantment by doing another wisdom save. For every turn that you are still under this spell, you must attack Remi.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. That's tough. Hey guys, I have fireball still, is the bad news.
I believe next in order is then Yahli?
Yeah. So I'm nowhere near them, but I do have a brawler point to make a ranged attack. And you may be thinking, what am I going to throw? I'm going to rip the spear out of my shoulder and throw it at him. If possible.
That's so badass.
It's not.
Can I do that?
It's not there anymore.
No! That was my one.
L.
Okay, let me think. What do I have?
You fool.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
you could throw like a candlestick at him.
No. Yahli is going to pull the necklace out of her from behind her shirt, and she's going to say "Moor" and hope that it activates. Can I do that? Is that reasonable?
Yes.
Okay.
Where it does activate. Where are you focusing when you activate?
I'm gonna focus it towards, I think, the king and Lyra, because I want them to have sight disadvantage.
Which
so I can.
Is most
are they nowhere near each other?
They are now 20 feet apart.
I'm gonna put it on Lyra.
Who are you more focused on in this moment?
Lyra. I'm gonna put it on Lyra because I really want to go smack her up.
I did just throw a nuclear bomb at that king. So
yeah. I'm gonna throw it on Lyra, and then do I still have a movement action or no?
Yes, you do.
Can I move in her direction?
Yes, you can. In fact, you might be able to get within range now. So you activate this pendant, and around Lyra is a burst of like shadow that swirls in a like 10-foot orb around her, 10-foot radius, and with your 35 feet, you can get in range because she moved closer to get away from the.
Do I still have my attack action?
You still have your main attack action. You don't have a bonus action because you used the battalion.
Yeah.
You don't have movement. But you're now in
okay,
range.
we're gonna make an unarmed strike.
Cool, go for it.
How do I play D&D again? I have to roll
1d20
plus 8. Or D10.
1d20.
Which one's my D10? 1d20. 1d20. Phenomenal. That's 24.
That definitely hits. So you now do
1d10 plus 5. 1d10 plus 5. Where's my d10? This is 10. That's my d10. This is my d10.
Yes.
That's my d10 plus 5. 8.
I'm just thinking about what do we do after this is what I'm thinking about.
Dog, I have no idea.
You can worry about
that. But this Lyra can
after
teleport,
you do
so.
it, you know?
Yeah.
You grab that amulet, you say more, and the shadow explodes from centered on Lyra. She's in a 10-foot radius orb of darkness. You run in there, and you land one really solid hit on her. And that, I believe, is the not the end of your turn, because you get 2 attacks per attack action. So if you want to attack again...
Arm strike part 2! And do I have to roll...
hurts.
Do I have to roll my d20 again, or no?
Yeah, 1d20 plus...
Yeah, you have to roll the hit again.
Phenomenal! What is it, plus...
Plus 8.
8?
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's a 19.
That also hits. So go ahead,
Phenomenal.
roll 1d10 plus 5.
Oh, you're so fucked. 14, baby!
14. Okay. So that's what, a total of 22
It
damage?
was...
Plus the 33 halved from
8
earlier.
plus, yeah.
So 8 plus 14 is 22, plus the 17, so 39. Yeah.
Plus 30.
Yeah.
So you rush in.
Me, by the way.
You rush in, and you're all quick and speedy and ready for it.
Bow.
You get her twice, and you kind of hit her once, and it catches her off guard, and she's shocked, and you hit her again, and her head like fully twists, and you hear a crack.
Nice. Oh. Nice.
And she...
We're supposed to keep her alive, gang.
Nice. Maybe not.
It is now your party members. They're gonna
to go.
Focus. Nadia is going to...
Hold me back. Hold me back.
Hold me back.
Like, actually, hold me back.
Never felt better about creating a D&D character in my life. This is awesome.
Nadia rushes towards the king and draws her 2 short swords, and goes to make one attack that he deflects, and she like jumps around to the other side to make another attack, and he catches her wrist and throws her 30 feet.
God damn.
Graham rushes in as that is happening, and pulls one dagger out and jams it in one of the cracks of armor, piercing into the back of the king's shoulder, and then pulls off of his back a warhammer and swings it up and catches the king under the chin and knocks him on his ass.
Yeah, let's go! That's so good.
How much damage have we done to this king?
Remi,
please save yourself.
Please go ahead and roll a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a 6.
You're so fucked.
Remi takes one step towards you and then is gone.
Okay. Good.
What?
If I can't see her, I can't be angry at her anymore.
But does that not just transfer to the next person you hate?
I don't know how the spell works. That's a Lyra thing, not a Caspar thing.
And if Lyra's on the ground dying,
you take
uh-oh.
Yeah.
You take 12 points of damage as you feel 2 daggers bury themselves in your back.
12 points? What are your hit points?
I have 37 in total. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Okay.
Rogues are also equally as squishy as I am, so I hope this doesn't turn into a fight. Because we need to kill this king instead.
That then brings us to the king.
Oh god.
He has been knocked to the ground, and as he pulls himself to his feet again, you hear this rumbling laughter that sounds like thunder that begins to fill the room. And the king, once on his feet, dashes forward and just buries a fist in Graham's stomach.
Oh, he can take it though, right? Surely.
Yeah.
No, I like Graham. He can't die.
Fuck, I'm gonna die. This bitch is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
For 17 points of damage. Graham is also sent 15 feet across the room, kind of tumbling over himself. Back to the top of the round. Caspar,
give me that wisdom save.
Go ahead and do a wisdom save.
Oh, wait. Please save. Please save. Please save.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. It keeps falling off my desk. Okay, that one stayed.
Yes?
What was it?
18.
18? Great.
Yeah.
You saved?
So
you feel those daggers bury in your back, and that like flash of pain shocks you out of your misplaced anger, and you remember that Remi is your ally, and Remi didn't say a word. None of this could be her fault. And you realize exactly what happened, which is that Lyra has cast a spell on you to make you turn against each other.
Okay.
Lyra is your enemy here, and not Remi.
Okay.
You can now go ahead and take your turn freely.
I'm kind of confused. Remi's trying to kill me. And Graham's still up close to the king, isn't he?
He's now 15 feet away.
He's 15 feet away?
Yeah.
Oof.
We're going to be casting Fireball.
Okay.
Fireball!
With an exception.
Just spam Fireball.
It is going to be 5 feet behind the king.
Huh?
Okay. Cool.
It is now going to be that Graham is 20 feet away. Conveniently enough, that is the maximum distance from that the fireball can extend.
Very smart. What is the?
I'm confused.
What is the save DC? So fireball has
15.
a radius, and everything in
It's
that
an
radius gets damaged. Everything outside that radius
so
doesn't.
you're shooting it. You're shooting it behind him, so it doesn't hit Graham.
I am shooting. I am from my fingertips right now shooting a large blast.
You're like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, bro.
Yes, you are.
That's so goaded.
You cast this fireball and shoot it behind the king, and it explodes. And again, when that smoke has cleared, the king is just standing there in his smoking, scorched armor. Roll your damage.
Holy
is it saved?
Hell. You're like Roy. That's who I was thinking
It's
of.
a
You're like
30.
Roy.
It did 37 damage.
Cool. You've done a total of 70 damage to the king on your own.
Nice.
Plus another 20 from Graham.
Okay.
So you've done 90 damage to the king.
And it's not enough, is it?
It's not enough.
Next in the order is Lyra. You.
Isn't she knocked the fuck out? I thought she got
Yahli,
knocked the fuck out.
Oh no.
Within this darkness, you can see. It's your darkness. It belongs to you. You cast it. It obeys you, and you can see.
I'm a mage now.
And you see Lyra's crumpled body on the floor, head twisted all the way around, neck at an odd angle.
God, she's such a freaking motherfucker.
And you watch
right back.
as she clumsily puts her palms to the floor and pushes herself up, kind of bent over, and then her head snaps itself back into place with a sickening crack. Her eyes have gone completely red. And she glowers at you as shadowy spectral claws form over her fingers.
Fuck.
Hopefully she can't see in the dark.
Hopefully she can't hit me.
Well, if she can't see in the dark, she's hitting with a disadvantage.
Hmm.
Because of the blind condition.
And as she prepares to attack you, she says, "Did you really think that the truth of my master could blind me?" And she lashes out at you.
Okay, fair.
For 12 damage.
Ish. Okay, we're at 24 now.
She quickly moves towards you and plunges both sets of her claws into your gut. Yahli, it's your turn.
Okay. I think unarmed strike is probably my best bet here again. Damn. Is she weak to anything in particular? I don't know.
I'm gonna... So we've done 90 damage.
Thing for me to use to blind her. There's no range attack I can make her. I could stun attack her. Temporarily stun her. Then she has to make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned for the round. And it's equal to 10 plus strength modification plus proficiency bonus. Does it do any damage? No, right? Just stuns. I think I just do damage. I think that's the move here. I just try to disable her for a bit. Oh, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna attempt to stun.
Okay.
So second brawler point.
For her, that
you may strike the creature so a headbutt to temporarily stun the target. The target must take a Constitution saving throw or be stunned for 1 round. The DC is equal to 10 plus strength mod plus proficiency.
So that's
proficiency
18.
bonus. Yeah.
18. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. She's stunned.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my second attack to strike. So she's. Do I have to? Am I not guaranteed the hit now that she's stunned?
I think you have
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God for the advantage. Hello to my nat 20.
God damn.
Oh! Okay. That's a crit, baby!
That's a crit. And then my D10 plus 5.
That's 2d10
2d10
plus 5 because it's a crit.
That sucks. 7, 10, 17.
17 plus 5.
Yeah,
no, 17 total.
You stun her and then you just smack her again, and you hear something in her chest crunch and you feel it cave under your fist.
How many hit points does she freaking have, dude?
Moving right along. It's
your
allies.
How is she still alive?
This is the moment of truth to see if I get stabbed in the back and killed or not.
Nadia goes again to take a swing. The king pulls another lance out of midair and takes a swipe at her. She slides under it and like through his legs and up behind him and pulls out a dagger and throws it into like the crack behind his helmet.
Nice.
Back of his neck.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And then
You're so fun.
Graham quickly gets to his feet and rushes forward and just tackles this hulking man, just wraps around his waist and takes him to the ground with a clattering thud. And then
I'm killed. I'm dead. I know I'm gonna get fucking murked by this lady. She's gonna keep killing me, isn't she?
No. Oh, dude, please break out of it. We kind of need Caspar alive.
I'm fucked, ain't I? Wait, I have an idea.
Oh no. No, she's calculating damage. I feel it in my bones.
She crit.
No.
And she does 18 damage.
Can I shield against attacks I can't see?
I don't know if you can take your reaction against something you can't see. Because I believe what does the specifics of shield say? Because if it doesn't specify against an attack,
one reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack roll or targeted by the magic missile spell. An imperceptible area of magical force protects you until the start of your next turn. You have +5 bonus to AC, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
Now, I will say I wouldn't suggest doing this because she crit, so she'd hit anyway.
Right. That's a good idea. So
how
18.
Much HP did you have?
Not more than that. More than that. I had more than that.
Oh, okay.
18.
This is not good.
18 damage.
Oh.
You're over here getting fucked, and I'm feeling like the Hulk smacking Lyra around.
I have an idea.
Well, before we get to that, we're gonna move right on down the line. It is now the king's turn. He's been tackled to the ground with a dagger in the back of his neck.
Ouch.
And he,
by the way,
he's kind of like grappled Graham, who's still pinning him to the ground. And instead of continuing that grapple, he raises his hands and slams them on either side of him on the ground. And Graham is going to need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, we are so cooked.
Alan, we are so
what?
fucked.
Like no, but like what? It's exactly like what you said. What the hell do we do when we're done? Unless these guys are like really corrupt and the people hate them. Oh god.
The king slams his hands, like fists, onto the ground, cracking the stone as like thorns, massive thorns of lightning burst from the ground, two piercing through Graham's side, and one that runs Lyra through. Nadia through. And they're both going to take. Nadia's going to take 11 damage, and Graham's going to take. Graham is going to take 25 damage.
I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work. But I'll wait.
Back to the top of the round, Caspar.
So can I counterspell this?
Counterspell what?
The spell that makes people angry.
You want to say yes?
I have to double check the ruling on counterspell because that'd be fun.
You
attempt, but you really want to say yes.
It's the process of it. It's the process of it.
In the process of casting the spell, so because it's already been cast,
So,
you can't do it. This would
my
be a good use of dispel magic, but if you don't have that, then
my only other idea is maybe enhance ability to give her more wisdom. But there's no guarantee she makes her wisdom save, and if she fucks her wisdom save, if she fucks her wisdom save, I die.
Yeah, but it's the best chance you have.
There's a higher chance of her fucking her wisdom save if you don't give it to her and then you die, or you increase the chance that she succeeds and then you don't die. So you're decreasing the likelihood of your own death by giving her that increase.
Can I can't see her, can I?
You can go ahead.
Well, she attacked.
You can go ahead and give me another perception check.
Please be good. Please be good.
21.
Let's go.
You are looking about yourself, very caught off guard by these two attacks that seem to come from nowhere, and you see, just out of the corner of your eye to your right, a shimmer in the air.
Okay.
That outlines a figure that matches the height and stature of your party member, Remi.
So, am I able to make physical contact with her at this current moment?
If you reach out to touch her.
Okay. I am going to reach out to touch her, and because this is a touch spell, I have to make physical contact to get the spell off, so I'm very lucky right now. And I am going to cast Enhance Ability for her wisdom.
Okay.
And I am going to reaction cast Shield. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray.
I do believe you'll have to wait on that shield until something happens against you.
I'll take the delay reaction of if I have an attack roll.
I mean,
then I will shoot.
It's a reaction. You do it whenever.
Yeah.
So
and that's all I will.
We'll move down the line to Lyra, who's gonna keep brawling with Yahli.
Who's still alive?
I mean, how much damage have either of them taken?
I've done like 50 damage.
I mean, this guy took 90.
So. Yeah, but it's Lyra.
Lyra.
You lightning bolted her to death last time.
Lyra, kind of like while the claws are still embedded in your side, curls her hand to like keep you pinned closer and pulls her other hand out and slashes you across the face for 6 more damage.
Why is this doing so little damage, man? I'm getting my fucking ass beat.
Okay. I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
How far away is the king from me right now?
Right now, about 25 feet.
Wonderful. Can I use my... well, actually, secondary question. What is his armor made of? Like, is it damageable? Or is it, like, ethereal?
It looks like his armor is, like, steel plate.
Cool. I have 2 attacks. My first attack is going to be to use my breath weapon acid on the king, if possible. In the hopes that I melt his armor. So I'm gonna roll for the hit. Oh no. Okay, that's definitely gonna miss. That's
not a roll on your part.
Oh, it's not. Yay! Okay, I just get to do the damage, no?
I believe it's a dex save.
Okay, 2d6 is what I'm gonna roll.
So you roll your damage, and I will see.
Is this a 6? That's an 8. This is my 6. Okay, that's 4 and 4, so that's 8.
You turn your head to blast your acid that way, and the king grabs onto Grayham again and pulls him in front, and your acid strikes Grayham full force in the chest.
That sucks.
Me, maybe.
It's horrific.
Yikes.
Okay, and then my second attack will be... How many fucking hit points? How much damage have I even done to Lyra now?
An amount.
Okay, we're gonna do another unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Okay. 1d10. Plus 5.
1d20 plus 8 to hit first.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I automatically hit this.
That's 27, so that's gonna hit.
That hits.
And then 1d10 plus 5 is 14. We rolled a 9.
How do you want to do this?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait,
you
really?
beat her.
Really?
You beat her.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Describe how you beat her, bro.
Oh my god, this is so exciting. Okay. Let me think. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not creative enough for this. I was not expecting that so soon. Okay. Ooh, do I make it brutal? Yahli's going to if I'm taking creative liberty here, grab onto the front of Lyra's shirt, pull her closer, grab the back of her shirt, and like suplex her so hard, head first into the ground.
Yeah.
Sick.
You grab her, pull her closer, grab the other side, lift her in the air, and just like pile drive her head into the ground.
Can I do a little bit of curb
stomp? Not necessary, because as her head is smashed into the ground, it shatters like porcelain. And little shards of it scatter everywhere, and almost
her head.
And like as those pieces leave the darkness, they disintegrate into shadow. And her body,
it's another clone.
Her body begins to like crack apart in that same like black cracks down all of her body, and then explodes in that beam of like dusty shadow. That kind of just crashes through a nearby window out into the sky.
Copy number 2 down. Is there anything, very quickly, is there anything like on her body that was like left, like a satchel, a book, a pen, or
what is left are 3 rings that she had on one of her hands. One with a like deep orange stone, one with a pitch black stone, and one with like a light blue sapphire.
I'll pick those up later. Sweet! Okay, that's the end of my turn then.
Cool.
Ooh! I'm so sorry, Graham.
Nadia moves in to make another attack.
God damn it.
And the king catches her wrist and slowly pushes a very weakened, almost unconscious Graham off of his chest and reaches around and pulls the knife out of his neck and sort of just lies on the floor, and his helmet fades away in that same golden light.
Wait!
And those dark circles are no longer around his eyes. He does not look nearly as old or frail anymore. His hair His hair is now like a deep auburn, with like little streaks of brighter orange in it. And he sort of just puts his hands on either side of his head. I surrender. You win. I don't know why we're fighting, but I give up.
Oh, shit! Yes!
Wait, does this mean hold on, does this mean the enchantment that Lyra cast on Remi's gone?
Caspar, you hear very shaky breath as that glimmer disappears and Remi appears in front of you with a knife at your throat. And then she spins the knife back towards herself, sheaths it, and steps away slowly and turns her back on you.
Let's fucking go. That's
Caspar
so goated.
Will promptly fall on the ground.
And that is where we will end this session.
Dude, that's so sick.
Thank you all
my God,
who have
that's awesome.
decided to listen in to our lovely little podcast. It was great to have you, and we'll catch you on the flip side in the next episode.